Somehow I'm over here, and I don't remember pressing any buttons to be over here. That's kind of funny. Well, you know what? Let's just adjust ourselves here. Okay, that's better. Yeah. I think this is better. All right. Hello. Hello. Welcome. I don't. I totally almost didn't forget that I streamed today. I totally didn't almost forget about that. I had everything set up ready to go, and then I got lost in the drawing because I was like sketching a little bit, and then I forgot what time it was, and then I look at the clock and I'm like, oh no, I should have been streaming like a bit ago, and now we're here. Look, sometimes you just get lost in the drawing, and that's what we're gonna be doing today. And doing some sketches.
Hi, Pug.
Hi, Pug. Hello. I don't know why I'm close to the screen today. We're just it's a close mood today, you know? I wanna be very close, okay? But we I'm trying to remember. Bruh, my mind. I wanna hear what? Chicken butt? Look, my mind is not together today. I think it's just a very chill mood. About another Canadian cryptid. You know what? No. The reason being is because I have an idea for something for Spooky Month. Or, well, that we might be able to do later on. And we are going to be talking about a lot of cryptids. So, if you can save those cryptids for me in your back pocket, I would love that. Because I was thinking about doing a thing for when I debut in 2.0 for May, where we're gonna call it Spook May, and like Spook Me, but Spook May, and we're gonna talk about different cryptids. Now, of course, we're gonna try and aim for, like, you know, the large majority of cryptids that I think people know about. But we'll see how many cryptids I can get through in, like, one stream, and then that's going to be the benchmark for, like, how many cryptids we can get through. I'm going to do some research. We're going to put a PowerPoint slide together. We're going to put a whole lot of stuff. So yeah, if you want. Can he give you a hint of what it is? You know what? Sure. What is it? What hint of a cryptid? You know what? I like that we're going to be talking about cryptids now, because this is a topic I've wanted to discuss for a while, and the reason that I'm saving it for my 2.0 is because I think that our theming will fit better. I think our area will fit a lot better. And you know what? I'm like done with commentary channels and all this. Nah. We're going to be educational. Educational in the area of cryptids. Because I think, like, a lot of people really don't know that stuff. Like, and I'm like, you know what? A lot of people like anime stuff, and a lot of people are into, like, berserk and things. And I'm like, let me introduce you to the wilder side of things, you know? Also, it's pretty funny, and I think it's funny for an anime girl that's gonna be, like, a monster girl to be discussing, like, cryptids. Elkman. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. We actually have what is it? We have the deer woman from, like, I forget which tribe has it for a Native American. If we are going over Native American mythology and stuff, I will look it up very, very much, because I want to make sure that I do good research, and I will also clarify if I do make a mistake for people to clarify more and educate me so I may be educated. We love education. Education is good. School doesn't teach you these things. This is the stuff that makes you go bump in the night. Inuit? Inuit. Oh, okay. So that's where the elk man is. No, we have a deer woman, and I forget what tribe she's from. Or like what origins of the deer woman, because there's actually a few Native American tribes I believe have a story of a deer woman. I just don't forget. I forget which tribe in particular it originates from. That's what I mean. So if we are going over certain Native American mythology, I will always make sure to include where I'm getting it from and exactly which tribe, and make sure that I also get it from the particular tribes, because they will know stuff way more than I will, and I am a dumb white woman, okay? That just loves creepy things, and I want to make sure that I do get it from reputable sources. Which the good thing is I remember my education of how to do research papers correctly, because I had to take an entire class on it. I had to pay my university to tell me how to literally do it. I never used that stuff ever. Except for like writing classes, but that was it. But most of the writing classes I took was like creative nonfiction classes. So I never even used it, so like creative writing classes. So I never even really used it for research purposes. Funny how that happens, huh? You're like, I'm supposed to use it for this stuff, and then you never use it, and then you're like, why'd I pay for money for this? But I think it'll help me in the long run, so it's good that I paid for that class, I guess, because I guess in the end I did use it, and I am using it. Cause yeah. I will probably look up some stuff. I need to write down what I want to talk about. I think Slenderman, Mothman, and maybe the Jersey Devil are probably like the three big ones to talk about, right? Like, you know, I think everyone's talked about those ones. So we might try and go for other ones that people haven't talked about. So I think for the most part is just a benchmark to see like how far we can go. Oh my goodness, my dog scared me. Speaking of spooks, my doggy spooked me. Because out of the corner of my eye, I just see something white jump up on something, and during the spooky month, my dog becomes so much scarier. I don't know why. I think it's just because of the vibes, you know? But let's actually move over to doing art, right? There we go. Drawing pen. Excuse me. So yeah. But yeah, we're gonna probably save some stuff for talking about it. Now, I will say we'll make sure that they are like, if it's cryptids or anything like of the spooky stuff, I will try and make sure that for the most part it is actually either cryptid related or like spooky-ish related. And I'm still thinking about a title of it. And the thing is I was gonna go with Creep Talks, but I feel like that's a little too much. I should remember to trade notes. I plan to make some TTS on the yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I need to do some more TTS stuff with George, actually. Eventually. See, this is why I might take April off, because I have a lot of things that I want to implement, and some stuff with George as well. So there is that. Again, George is getting some good stuff. Some good upgraded stuff. Anyways, I need to grab my sketchbook really quickly, because I sketched out last night, I believe. or the night before last, I sketched out some, oh my gosh, where's the, there's the badges. What the, oh, okay. I sketched out some badge ideas. There is a hint to George 2.0 here, but it's okay. I don't really care. You'll see George eventually. I also have an idea for a chibi, but I don't know if I want to do it like this, or I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of thinking about getting a model from Moo Moo Clover for my chibi. I need the money though, but when I have the money, I might commission them. The reason being is because I like how their models are, and two, I think that it'll work a lot better, and I think that they might have fun with it. And I think that it would just be fun. So I might outsource my chibi. But this chibi, technically I'll have two. I'll have like a chibi from my actual model, and then I'll have like a chibi that's not. I might do kind of what Kevin does with his chibis and just make it be from the actual model itself. So we're gonna test how that works. But without any further ado, let's kind of like, I'm gonna just sketch out the badges, because then I kind of want to work on model 2.0. Twitch, don't get all weird. This is a sketch drawing. There's nothing else, okay? We're just sketching out the formations of a male 2.0, right? I will say, the drawing I had made of the 2.0 model, I like those eyes better, but I also like these eyes too. I think it just depends how I want to draw them. It's like, do I want to copy and paste? Do I want to do something else? But we're gonna sketch out the badges. I'm just gonna... because I have some ideas, and because we're going for more like cryptid stuff, what I was thinking of was doing a kind of, I'm trying to like remember how this works. So of course this is going to be really tiny, so I know that I can't put a lot of details in here, but there is actually, so you can thank Jose. Twitch, I know you, Barbie, how dare you make me upset. Oh my god, yeah, I know, right? I know. It's just like so weird. But anyways, because we're going like the cryptid-esque style, I was thinking of doing like, so this kind of, I was thinking of doing like photos on a board, like you know how like you see those boards, oh my gosh, this is not a good board, hold on, you know how you see those boards and they have like the stuff everywhere, and they have like the stuff pinned, and they have like connections to other things. Yeah, I want to do that. kind of hint to it, right? These will be like the early sub badges, like, hey, you're getting like photo evidence that my cryptidness exists, right? And Jose showed me some magic. Okay, Jose's really getting back into Magic the Gathering, so that's why he had it like this. But there are some new Magic cards that have come out that are like all horror and spooky themed, and he was like, oh, this is like so great because you're trying to think of your 2.0 and being like the way that it is. And he was like, why don't you just base your stuff around, because like you said that you wanted to do more like cryptid and like horror themed stuff, so why not do that? Now I will say this much, just because I'm going the horror and cryptid theme route does not mean that I have to play spooky games all the time. We're still gonna play like the same stuff that I normally play and do art, but every once in a while what we'll do is I'm gonna try and plan for this like once a month to do, is we'll do like a creep talk, and it will be like us talking about like a spooky cryptid thing, or we're gonna watch more analog horrors and react to it and theorize about it. So we're gonna go like more along that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be a little bit still, my content and how it is very, very much variety, right? And I like that, because that means I can find a lot of different stuff, you know? But at the end of the day, I'm still like the same, because I'm still gonna be my creepy, crawly little self, and you get to see me hyperfixate over all the stuff, okay? So that's what I'm like planning on doing. And a lot of people are gonna be like, wait, so you can't watch like scary things, but you will watch analog horror. And I just go, yes. Okay, the only analog horror that really spooked me a lot is Mandela Catalog. Mandela Catalog and Marble Hornets are the only two analog horrors that have ever really got to me. I think the one thing about the analog horror of hold on. I think the one thing about like why Marble Hornets really spooked me is because, hold on, I'm like trying to draw these horns. Marble Hornets just got to me more of because I was kind of young when I had watched it. I was like trying to think. I just know I was young. There we go. I don't know how well this will come across in the badge, but I know because badges are tiny, but I will see how I'm able to make this come across that there's something lurking. But Marble Hornets, I was just really young. And I probably shouldn't have been watching it, but I still did. Let me do that. Turn that one on. I'm gonna actually make this a picture of the chaotics. I think that'll be cuter, actually. And almost like they're jumping out and grabbing the camera to take a picture. I think that's cute. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta put your chaos symbol on top of your little skulls. Honestly, I was thinking of calling you the creeps, but then I was like, nah, you know what? We're gonna keep with chaotics, because I think, we can still call you, we could call you the cryptids, but I don't think that that'll work, and I think people might be mad. We can call you the crypts. if someone doesn't already have that. See, it's hard to think of like community names nowadays, but we'll come up with something. I'll have you guys like think of one. I'll make you guys like vote or something, because I think that that's fun. It's funner to vote. I will throw in a funny one, and if the funny one wins, it's not my fault. You guys picked it. Please don't call us creeps. Yeah, see, that's why I was like, ew, I don't want to call you guys the creeps. I think that's a little too much. I think that would be a little much, you know? Like, I think that would end up being a little bit too much. Right? So, we're not gonna do that. I'm listening to some spooky lo-fi music, and you know what? I probably should have just played it, but there is like one thing when I'm watching, like, because I'm watching lo-fi, I'm listening to lo-fi girls like stuff, and I'm like, the only reason why I just keep the music that I have is because I want to make sure. But I will say, because I used to listen to like lo-fi girl stuff, and then for some reason, I guess somebody had copyrighted a particular stuff.
Very unendearing.
Yeah, calling you guys the creeps would be unendearing, but see, I like this. I think that this is like cute. 3 little badges, badge progression for, so this would be like the first. I just want to sketch these out, and this could be like the first 3 months. So like it's like you guys gaining evidence, right? Because I think it goes here. Let me double check. I'm gonna actually open up. I'm gonna open up. Knock, knock, knock. Open up. I'm gonna open up. Where is it? Is it community or? Oh, there you go. It is. Yeah, base 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. I might make the 2 and 3 month the same. And then 6 months will be, you get the full photo. What? What? I don't know what Puppers is on about. And then 9 months is where you start getting the other stuff. By the way, I have access to a 3-year badge. And literally December 12th, I will have access to 3.5 years. I'm gonna be honest, anybody that makes badges that go all the way to those years, like, that's a lot. That's a lot of years. So. But I will figure out kind of how I want to arrange these. But the first 3 will definitely be these ones. The next set of 3, so I'm gonna put this. Actually are gonna be George oriented. George/me oriented. So first thing. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just put this 1. And then 2. There we go. So, first one. I actually don't need to do anything for the first one because it is literally That's it. This is all that this badge is. It's like now you have a physical shard of chaos essence, right? This might be the last badge that you can get. But I don't know, because we're going to think about it. Because I might like these other two better. So, the next ones, I am going to need, that. Oh, I learned something new apparently. If you hold down shift and scroll, you can rotate the stuff. There we go. I'm like doing this because I need to make sure that it's completely symmetrical. Or else this doesn't really work well. So this one, I made sure to reference like actual stuff for this. And I realized immediately why these looked the way that they do. So I looked up national national forest rangers, right? Because George getting a job, right? So I looked it up and I was like, wait a minute, their badge is literally in the shape of an arrowhead. And I'm like, okay, that's actually kind of cool. I kind of like that. I think that that's really just fun. I think that's a fun idea. But I will say, other than that, their clothes are pretty plain. Like, very, very plain clothes. But I did try to actually reference the National Park Service. And if you go and look up the badge, it is very, very close to what I have here. But the thing that I decided to change, because I didn't want to exactly make it the same, is I changed the name. Instead of saying National Park Service, it says Chaos Park. Service. And George actually has this on their badge. So it's actually there. When you see George 2.0, they'll be wearing this. Caution, I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted. Yeah, see, the color. Okay, so they can't copyright the arrowhead shape. And I was like, well, I didn't copy it exactly because they don't have the moon here. This mountain is not correct. And the tree is not this close. So let me bring up the actual image of the National Park Service. And let me show you. So National Park Service badge. I also did use different colors. Yeah, so here... There we go. So I basically kind of flipped it. Because it's actually inversed. So here's the actual badge. Here's the actual badge that they use. It has a buffalo, it has mountains, and it does not have a pine tree. I think this is either a sequoia or some type of other big fern, or like a big tree. And it also has grass here. We do not have that grass. We do have a mountain here, but we have a moon. So I did try to make it different, so it's not exactly the same. That's also why I used Chaos Park Service instead of National Park Service. So it's just a reference to it, because like I think that it's kind of nice. But if I do get a thing from the government saying that I need to remove it, it will be removed. Sadly, I will remove it, and it will just be something else. But I hope that they understand, like, this is just me, because honestly, I love the national parks. I would 100% always say, like, go to national parks. They're awesome. They're great. And also just like, it helps to, you know, you visiting there and paying for admission also helps to preserve those ecosystems. So if anything, I am advocating for you to go to National Park Services and to donate to them and to help them. Like, that's what I would be mostly trying to do. And considering that, you know, George the Frog is a frog and is the park ranger, I feel like George the Frog and Smokey the Bear would would be great of friends. But yeah, I did try to make sure that it was different, because to avoid it. Now, of course, whenever dealing with copyright, the one thing that you have to keep in mind is like, and definitely because this is a governmental entity, I'm basically doing what cartoons do, and basically taking it and kind of changing it a little bit.
Smokey won't kiss me. Something about an issue with arson.
Oh, that's true. You do have a problem with arson, don't you? So yeah. So fun things about National Park Services, right? Oh, excuse me. So we learned something, didn't we? We learned about National Park Service, and but I do like that their thing is like an actual arrowhead. I think that that's really cool. Now, this is just an image of the badge. The badge itself is actually not as extremely detailed, but that kind of makes sense. But the badge does have this like nice texturing to it, which I think, honestly, out of all of like governmental entities, I'm gonna be honest here, I think that the National Park Service badge is probably one of the most beautifulest badges I've ever seen. Maybe I should do a badge rating on all the badges of stuff and just of like governmental entities and just say that the National Park Service is like the best one. It just looks good. It generally has a good composition to it. It's a nice, unique shape. There's an established, you know, foreground, mid-ground, and background, meaning like what's close to us is the buffalo and the grass, and then the mid-ground would be all the trees and the river, and then you get the background, which is this beautiful snow-capped mountain in the back. Like, it's just a good, well-designed freaking badge. You know that a good graphic designer made this badge. Look, I'm out here praising a badge. Support our national parks. By the way, yes, this is the United States National Park Service badge. I know that I think there are national parks in other parts of the world that do have different badges. So, you know, this is the United States one. I believe Canada might have something different. I believe. Because different park services would probably have different badges because it's a different country. I'd be surprised if they also have an arrowhead. But they should replace... You know what the funny thing is? I bet the Canadian one is just the same thing, but instead of a buffalo, it's a moose. It's a moose! I could picture a moose on there. I feel like either a moose or a beaver. I think those are the only two that I feel like could be on there. Oh, you know what? Now I want to go down the rabbit hole of looking at National Park Service badges and just rating them. That sounds like such a stupid stream, but I would. If you're watching on YouTube, comment below if I should do that. No one watches my videos. They're not gonna comment shit. But I did try to make it, like, you know, somewhat different, because I wanted to make sure that I wouldn't get anything. If the part, I will say this much, you know what would be the funniest thing? Is if the National Park Service, oh my god, wait, it is a beaver? There's a beaver on it? I didn't even look. I didn't even look. This is me now looking. Retro police badge? Oh my gosh, it is a retro police badge. Holy snap. And it has a beaver! It has a beaver on it! Okay, that was a complete guess. That was 100% a complete guess. Hold on. I need to pull this image in here. It's gonna be really small and probably pixelated. It has a beaver. That's a beaver. I guessed that Canada. I like how it's called Parks Canada. So that's what you guys call, I guess, yeah, Parks Canada, something officer. I guess this is like protection officer, I bet it says. It might. Oh, peace officer. Oh, no, this is... You guys get peace officer? U.S. Ranger Federal Officer. And I guess they are officers, aren't they? I completely guessed that. I was like, either if it's gonna be Canada, it's either gonna be a moose or it's gonna be a beaver. I guessed right, it's a beaver. That was... I don't even live in Canada. How am I able to figure this stuff out? I will say your guys' looks very, very federal. Like very, very much like, you know, it feels like a government entity, you know? Which, yes, by the way, National Park Service Rangers technically are employed by the government because it is a national service, technically, quote, federal service. So it's no surprise that they are actually called so we get National Park Rangers, but they are also range officers, so they are park officers. And you know, there's different levels to being a ranger. I do know that. You might be wondering, why do I know this stuff? You might be wondering why I know this stuff, and the reason being is because I did think about being a park ranger at one point. But the thing is, I live way too far away to even be able to be a park ranger. I don't live near any parks. I mean, there is technically like one, but it takes like 40 to like an hour drive to get out there. And that's only like to the entrance. That's not even talking about if you have to go and park in like certain areas. So there is that. So you have beavers. There is a cryptid that is just a giant beaver. I believe I have heard of that one. I've heard of it. I do not think I heard this story.
My favorite park is parking this fat dumpy on the toilet.
No. Also, hello, Jose. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. Jose's finally made it to a stream. It's his day off, too. Hooray. Hooray. Jose. What are you getting me from Frankensons? I hope it's something Pom-Pom Purin related. No, joking. I know you're still there, probably. Oh, Korean barbecue. Yeah. We were talking about park service badges. And apparently I guessed right that the Canadian Park Service badge has a beaver on it. I sold 460 worth of cards? But bought 230. Wait, so you spent... So basically, you spent half of what you got back to buy more cards. I told you he was getting into Magic the Gathering. Wait, Jose, did you see the thing I posted on Twitter? I did post this on Twitter.
Jose bought me and Pug a whole collection of plushies each.
I did post this up on Twitter because there's been like a train of tweets going around saying like my ideal person, and so I literally put loves Pom-Pom Purin. What was it? Loves that I'm a cryptid, or like accepts that I'm a cryptid. Plays Magic the Gathering and is my husband. And that's what Jose is. That's my ideal man right there. Look, if he's playing Magic the Gathering, I know he's not out cheating. He's too busy playing Magic the Gathering. He's too busy spending all his money on cards. He don't got money to pick up anyone else. And then he's also spending the rest of it on getting me Pom-Pom Purin stuff, so... Girl, get yourself a nerd. They will always be true to you. I love you. Anyways. No, I will say this much. I definitely am a cryptid. I I like being away in the woods. I like being all this stuff. I feel like the cryptidness is me.
With as much as these hobbies cost, it might be cheaper for him to cheat.
I wish I had a soundboard to literally play and the VTuber was too stunned to speak. What the hell? This is what I wish I had, a soundboard. I literally have a sound clip of me saying and the VTuber was too stunned to speak. And I need to still add it somewhere so you guys can play it. And it's literally me saying and the VTuber was too stunned to speak. What the heck? Damn, I just got... What the... George! No! Jose cheats, so he's not getting custody of you, George. You're stuck with me forever. Alright. So that's so that's that badge. That sub badge. And then we have the last badge.
Good, I might get sold for hobby money if Jose takes me.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get to go with Jose. You're going with me, George. I'm trying to remember how I did these ones.
Just saying, 40k is a lot for Warhammer toys.
So some people might be confused on what the heck I'm drawing. I am drawing a hat. And it is gonna be George's work hat. This is George's hat, everybody. Let me... But isn't that cool? You get to have George's hat as your badge. Basically steal George's hat. George, do you like that they're gonna steal your hat? Let me organize all these. Not that. Oh wait, hold on a minute. I'm just gonna put that as holder.
Joke's on them, my hat will cost them a kiss.
I guess so, George. I mean, that makes sense to me. Oh, yes. And there we go. We have like 6 little sub badges for you guys. I personally like these top ones. I don't know if I like this one. I think we'll just have these 5 badges and then cross out that one. Which these ones are like the little photos. And then we have like, and then you upgrade to like park ranger. So you upgrade from like cryptid investigator to park ranger, right? I think that would be a little bit cooler to do, right? Because then it's I'm trying to think. Because then it's like more interesting. Because it gets like super personal, right? So it's like you found the evidence, now you're park ranger. So, I think that could work, right? Now, I do kind of want to maybe start doing the color for them, because they're not that difficult to color. So we'll probably do that. So these are kind of like the sketches progress of them. So these are the sketches. Oh, excuse me. But I actually need to do and then take this one. Do trying to match these all up, because I'm gonna take this. There we go. That does not go in here. This goes over here to me. What the heck is happening? You know what I can only think of right now? Is photos printed? Photos printed? Get your photos printed. 250 Park Ranger hat. George paying for expensive kisses. Well, that's if you buy it. Okay, so technically, you get a Park Ranger uniform if you are a ranger yourself. Like, you don't have to buy it. But if you're like outside of it, if you're outside, yeah, you have to buy it. So yeah, that makes sense. 250? Yeah. Yeah, so that seems about right. Yeah. Because you also have to remember that it's federal property, so... Oh, ads are gonna play in a minute, so I'm just gonna probably work on trying to get this done. Wait, what? I was so confused for a second. I was like, why is it the other color? There we go. Oh, no. And then inside. There we go. Oh. I'm clicking on all the wrong buttons to literally draw one thing.
And also, I want to get rid of that. I need like a circle. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Keep forgetting that I need to change that one button. There we go. And then I kind of want to come in here, kind of do this. Just to narrow the line weight, because I know that I'm not really good with drawing line weight, especially when drawing like chibi stuff. I'm very heavy-handed. All right, so this is gonna be 1. And then let me get the color. I don't think I'm really gonna do shading on this, just because I don't think it's really necessary. I think just flat colors should be fine. I say, but we're gonna see. So there's 3. There we go. And then white border. And or just say pins. Forgot to put the pins in the right place for the color. And then what I'm gonna do with the trees is take this, take color, take this color, make it darker. Because then that makes it, it does make it pop out a little bit more. Ta-da! And I might do the same to this. take this color. Here. Usually doing that kind of like makes it sometimes stick out of it. So for the most part, what I'm gonna try and do, hold on. Can I? Or here, pick this color. Nice. So this is chat in like dark mode. And then does Twitch have a light mode? I think it does. Anybody that watches Twitch chat in light mode, you're something's wrong with you. Oh. Let me unreference these. And then do that again. There we go. I just want to see how it would look in dark mode. I think that works really well in dark mode because even like kind of far away you can kind of tell it's like a picture, because bear in mind like these are gonna be like really tiny, right?
I like the searing white light burning eyes.
Oh, you like the searing white as it burns your eyes? Okay, here you go. Oh wait, hold on, it's not bright enough. I think the inside definitely pops out more against the white background, but it's really hard to tell.
How do you think my eyes got so black?
I think that's for other reasons too, George. I'm gonna still put like somewhat, I guess, of a subtle gradient maybe to help this damn thing kind of pop out in white mode. So then when it's in light mode, you can kind of see it. Again, it's like, you know, I never know how the badges are really gonna look until I actually see them. Because I can make this shit as tiny as I want. I can still kind of make out what it is. But again, you guys, this might be tiny. What I could do is go in here and literally take this and just make it bigger, right? And then you can take all of this. Ooh, hello. And do kind of the same thing. Or just basically. And then just take the colors again. Oh. I forget I need to reference these. Oop. What? Take this and this, do that. Just reference everything. This is the wrong thing. Reference that. Reference that. And then... There we go. On dark it works. Yeah, I think I just need to be bigger to kind of like make it look like a picture. But I will say, I don't think I like this other red here. I don't think I like this being here at all. Nope. I never know how to draw a straight line. I'm trying to figure out why it's doing this. Ooh. The heck? There you go. And then we go in here. Just fill that in. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better without that other pin there. And then if I'm going to do something... What? No. Just kind of tell other trees or something. Just gonna do like minimal stuff. I think we'll go with that. Because the more that I try and start doing, the worse this is gonna be. That's one. Because now what we gotta do is gotta add our little creature. Which is right behind the trees. Here. Oh, hello, puppers. And then basically what I'm going to do Oh, I think those little eyes are gonna be so nice. So that's 2. And then 3. Now we got here. So now we got the actual little creature, and it has to go above this. I'm still gonna use the white at least to be able to see this. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me right now? No, we're not gonna do this. What? Fuck! I drew it all so nicely. Fuck you. Wax must— no, do not eat wax. Do I need to start putting out a public service announcement of not eating wax? Maybe. I shouldn't have to. I feel like the only person that needs it though is you, Mello. I am a very special man. Oh my gosh. There we go. Ugh. I feel like some people are gonna be wondering what the heck this is. I'm just gonna be like, don't worry about it. What? There we go. What the heck is that? It is it's badges. I'm drawing some 2.0 badges. That they're kind of based. These ones are based on like as if it's coming closer to you, and then this is the new mascot. So I'm kind of getting the new mascot going. Oh. I see. Cause you know we're going like cryptid style, you know, all creepy and things. So I figured. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to draw the nose. There we go. Knew I forgot something. Oh, come on. There you go. Aw, look at that. I think even far away you'll be able to tell that that is. I know people have very simplistic sub-badges, but I mean, like, come on. This is kind of cool. Having it be like little photograph evidence, and then it's like slowly telling a story as you progress. I think that that's kind of cute. I think we'll do this one and then we'll switch on over to working on so we'll work on some more of the male model as well. Excuse me. Cuz I'm like, let me work like an hour on this and then an hour on something else, you know? Because I do want to kind of try and end my streams around like 6 o'clock, and it's almost 5 o'clock right now. At least my time, it's 5. It'd be later. It'd be later in the day that we be streaming.
Public service announcement: don't eat wax. That's for George to eat.
Exactly. If everyone else eats all the wax, then there's gonna be none left for George. It's almost 8. 8 a.m. or p.m.? I think a.m., right? I'll eat wax. No. PM? Yeah, I know that it's probably gonna be like late for other people, but you know, I was like thinking, well, people are getting off of work and stuff like that, so like this time might fit better. And honestly, it does fit better for me. And I've actually changed around my times from like, I used to stream at 2. And say where I live in, crab cakes are like 30 bucks a pop. Bro, crab cakes, 30 bucks? Damn. Supply and demand. I guess so. I mean, I guess that is the definition of supply and demand. But I do hope for like most people with the later streams that more people will be able to catch it, you know? But who knows? The one problem is that I do know that most people are also streaming around this time, so it is also a little bit like kind of stretched out too. That's why I used to stream at the times that I would. But also it's like, honestly, nowadays with how it is, I hate this idea of you need to look at what times people are not on, and that's when you should stream. And I'm like, no, because if nobody else is on, then nobody is watching. So I'm like, that's kind of like a dumb advice thing. Of like telling people like when they should stream, and it's like most of the time stream when you
There
want to
is
stream.
always someone on.
Yeah, the other thing is there's always somebody else streaming. Like, you know, everybody is streaming a lot of different things. And when it comes to like art and playing certain games and stuff like that, I hate this entire idea of like, oh, well, you need to get in all the analytics. And I'm like, look, I've looked at all the analytics. Let me just tell you this much. Everything is saturated. No matter what. If it is a new game, it is going to be saturated. And then people are like saying, well, then don't play that game. But then I'm like, if you don't play that game, you will not find new people. So that's kind of like, it's just how streaming is and how like making content is.
Since you will be
terrible.
identifying as a cryptid, we could be interviewed by Marigold.
Yeah. I think it just depends on how you want to do things and what you want to do. Because honestly, at the end of the day, it's just figuring out what to do is hard as a streamer. I will say, a lot of people like give the idea of like, well, just plan everything out in advance. And I'm like,
yes and no. Sometimes people can plan and sometimes people can't. You also have to remember is not everybody has a manager. And I think that what a lot of VTubing advice or like streaming advice lacks is that they're all under the impression that you have your shit together. And most people don't. I would say, like, for me, I like streaming because it's basically like a recording session, but without any cuts, and I just sit here and do whatever I want, right? But streaming and figuring out what to do is always going to be hard. You just have to kind of basically figure out your own flow over time. I've figured out my flow over time. And you have to get used to doing that. And I will say, like, some streaming advice that I can say does help is, like, some people are like, always have like a little notebook, like just filled with things that you can talk about. Say you're a smaller streamer. If you do popular stuff, you won't get seen. Do unorthodox stuff, you won't get seen. It's hard to find that, honey. Okay. Yes and no. The thing is, and one thing I'm gonna give, and I think this is great advice, is that you just have to have courage to do what you are doing, and people will find you. Because, I'm starting to now do like little highlights here and there where I just like highlight little things, and those then I edit them and turn them into actual videos that are going to get posted onto YouTube. And then of course I have like YouTube shorts. So the thing is, post everywhere. Don't just stream and then do nothing. Take that content, put it somewhere else. People will find you. If you're gonna follow a trend, do a twist on it. Do a twist on that trend. I've been seeing so many people right now with doing smasher passes, like for Halloween oriented, or like tier lists, and I'm like, I don't see anybody doing a trick or treat tier list. That's what I'm doing. You post your thing, and I will tell you what treat I'm gonna give you, or you get a trick and I'm gonna tell you what trick I would give you. Like, that is so much more unique and personal because it's personalized to each individual. So it makes it unique in doing a tier list. One, people like tier lists, but two, it makes it unique, right? To each individual person. So that's what I mean. Like, you can do something popular, but you have to do something unique with it. If you do something like unorthodox, like, yeah, people might find you, but there's less likely that people will find you because it's something that, yes, nobody is doing, and that can be a really big hit or miss. That is a big gamble, and you have to have the really, like, big courage to do that. I'm gonna be doing that, something unorthodox, where I'm going to do live streaming video essays. I will live stream me doing video essays. And some people might be like, isn't that a podcast then? I'm like, a podcast is where you're doing it with multiple people. Okay? I'm inspired by like Creepcast, the Red Thread, like those people. Or funny enough, there's like both of them have Windigoon in them, and that's probably why. But like those kinds of things, like where they're basically but even still, like those, they're sitting down and they're still edited to some degree. Like, you know, they do probably chop out some things. So it technically is like a podcast, but not really. It's a podcast that is not cut. So yeah.
I will say though, if we're gonna be talking about like more serious topics, I might record those and have them be actual video essays, so I can like edit certain things out if I say stuff. Like if we're gonna be if I want to talk about like cults and stuff like that, that needs to be taken care of in a different degree. And that would be a more serious thing. But like us like talking about cryptids, or you know, explaining what cryptids are, doing a video essay on that kind of stuff, I think that that's like funner and much more interesting, right? And I get to sit here and just yap to you guys for like hours. But yeah. So that's like something unorthodox that no one really has done. Most people do it as like a podcast, right? But I'm like saying like it's more of like it's a video essay that I'm not really reacting, but I'm still giving opinions on, right? Technically, podcasts are just video essays, but like improvised video essays sometimes. Because they still do research and then they're reading technically from a script, but then they also put in their own input and what they see and what they feel, and like, so it's kind of like the improvisedness of it. But also the great thing is you can ask questions. So it's like a educational, right? Educational. Which I think is like a little bit funner to do. So you just have to like wonder what your angle is and what you're gonna kind of do. And yes, that can be difficult, but you'll figure out what you want to do over time. And I think most people, they don't give themselves time to figure that stuff out, is the issue. When you're streaming, like, you're gonna figure that out over time. Like, there's one person that is like really starting to pop off now, and she's been streaming for she's been doing stuff for 10 years. Okay, let me just emphasize that. She's been doing stuff for 10 years. And only now is she like really building some stuff. Like she's really, I'm not saying that she didn't have an audience before, but I think she's growing more now than she probably has in the past. But that's because she sits down and she does experimentations all of the time with a lot of different stuff, and just kind of throws, she used to throw stuff out there, see what sticks, but now she's like doing research, she's like looking at books and stuff like that, like so when you have like those kinds of people, I don't think I could ever be that. I just go, you know, what am I passionate about doing? I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go and do it. If people come, they come. If they don't, well, then fine. I'm still gonna be here and do my stuff, because eventually people will come. Because I have the courage to do that. Because I have the courage to be out here and like press that live button every day. Press the record button. Put it out there. Because at the end of the day, there are still people watching it. And that's all I can ask for, right? So, and you know, yes, I also hate this one thing. So you hear like a lot of streamers and content creators talk about a niche. So the thing is, I delve into multiple niches. Okay, so I have my art niche, right? So I'm an artist. I have those people. I have my gaming niche, so I have those people. And then I have eventually me talking about like cryptids and creepy stuff, and then I'm gonna have that people. So it's like I am targeting like 3 different groups, but they are distinct and they get each their own individual bits of content, right? So I'm feeding each person basically what they want, right? And I think having a more diverse community is way better and much more interesting, because they might be interested in your other content, without you knowing that they're interested in your other content. Because I'm a person that likes creepy stuff, but I also like watching gameplay of like Stardew Valley. And I also like, you know, just watching people do art. So it's like, I am that person that likes to be multifaceted and like to have a variety of stuff. And if I see that you have a variety of stuff on your channel, I'm gonna give a sub to you, because I think that that's cool, because there's more stuff that I can be able to look at and come back and enjoy. So that's my thing. But at the end of the day, I'm here to make you laugh. That's also my niche. I just want to be a funny little gremlin guy on the internet. And if in my content I can make you laugh a little bit, even if I'm talking about like cryptid stuff and weird bloody murder, I guess, you know, if I get a laugh out of you, that's great. That sounds so really bad, but it's fine. It's okay. It could be worse. But I do hate that streamers like to talk about a niche as you only stream this one category. And I'm like, no, do not do that. Do not ever do that. The reason being is because then you're only going to grow a community that only watches that stuff. And what happens when you want to play something else? They all leave. They all leave. So you have to... With streaming in particular, I think it's a much different beast. YouTube likes you being more specific with your content and your niche. So YouTube likes being more specific. So it's really hard to kind of be a variety person on there, but it will pay off in the end, right? So that's kind of what I'm doing. And yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes and how it rolls, you know? Not everything will click, but sometimes some things will click. It's a long, hard process. But when it works, it works. Right? Okay. I think I am done. I'm done with the photos. I need to do these two, but these two I basically already have. I just need to steal from George and then edit them a little bit. But I already have these two done. I'm not going to make this into a badge. This is going to be the channel points. This little symbol is going to be the channel points, which is simple. It's easy. It's elegant. Doesn't need anything else, right? I was actually thinking about for, okay. I don't know why that popped up. I was actually thinking of, so you can actually make little graphics for the channel points, and I was basically thinking of doing that for the channel points to just like, I don't know, personalize it a little bit more, but also make it easier so you know what you're pressing, right? So like you know exactly everything that you're pressing. I think that would be better than nothing. Okay, let me minimize that, or else I'm not gonna be able to see chat. Okay. I'm going... Well, I kind of want to take a picture of all of these together, so hold on a minute as I do this. Oh, I like how, you see, when they're all grouped together like that, I think they're really cute. So cute. Let me put my signature over this. The reason I'm doing this is so that then no one can copy these. Even though I don't think anyone would. It's just a small precaution, you know? In case someone starts claiming that they're theirs instead of mine. Here we go. Just to kind of like show off some progress. And then I'll do these two offline because I don't want to do them. Alright, we're switching gears. We're switching gears. We're gonna start working on sketching more of the male model, which I need this up. You can't see it, thankfully, but I have, where my mouse is, I have actually the sub view up so I can see the sketch drawing that I actually have off to the side. Because I actually did draw him before, but I kind of am redoing it. I kind of liked how the eyes were on here, but I made the eyes a little bit bigger and be more downturned. You know what's so funny is that my eyes, I do not have downturned eyes. They just slope down. I have more like almond-shaped eyes. I have big almond-shaped eyes. I think there's a pupper underneath my desk. Puppy! Is there puppers or is she gone? I don't know. She was here 1 minute and she's gone the next. Oh, there's going to be an ad in a minute. But we're just gonna kind of work on this. Also, you can kind of see where I'm breaking down the structure of the model. Just kind of show this off a little bit. I think I just wanted to do this because I wanted to break down the structure a little bit more. I need to still redo the feet a little bit, but that's fine. But I'm gonna be kind of working on trying to get his hair a little just right. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I might on this side kind of have that little curl. My hair is actually naturally kind of like curl / wavy after I dry it. There we go. Still want it to have that hair cupping. One thing I am still debating on is if I want to still keep the hair braided like this symmetrically or not. I don't know. We'll see. So I don't know if I like that the hair is bigger. Wrong one. I think I do want to thin it out a little bit more. There we go. I was like, I think it's too chunky. No chunkiness. No chunky hair. There we go. Oh, you know the funny thing is, I think that this hair actually needs to be longer. I know it's weird that you can see the back of the hair. Don't worry about it. Very asymmetrical. I wanted to make the hair much more asymmetrical in its design. Because I wanted to kind of keep it, because like the male, the daddy art model that I have now also has asymmetrical hair. So I wanted to keep that theme going a little bit. With the hair. But fun things with this one in particular is that this one doesn't have horns, so we're like switching it. The female now has horns and the male does not have horns, because instead, I know that some people are gonna be like, aren't you just copying from Hoyoverse with this at this point? And I'm gonna be like, yes, but let me cook. So Now, my question is if I want to actually have it overlap a little bit. Or should I shrink them back? So I'm gonna duplicate this because I want to give myself options. There it is. What? Ah, hold on. It was too big. I think that I like that it kind of comes down and over. Because then what I could do is have it still like, I think I like it being closer. Now the one issue is the earrings. Because if these, it's basically like, it's basically like coming out and around to here. And then the earrings are set in here. So one thing is that this would be obstructed. But if I make them more wider out, I can still keep the earrings to move the way that they need to. And be able to do that stuff. I have seen, by the way, the wings, because someone did like wings with like a biblically accurate like VTuber with like the freaking wings and stuff, and I saw somebody doing that, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to go that extreme with like wings and stuff. But I do have an idea of how I'm gonna separate this up using that inspiration. But the other thing is that what I want to do is when I want to be shy, I am gonna make the wings like, I think with this design a little bit more is it's gonna be able to look like it goes over my ear, like eyes and stuff. I don't know. But I think I could be a little bit more expressive with it. And maybe also make it like flap when I'm like happy and sad and stuff. But from what I had, I think these wings look really cool. Also just makes so much interestingness to the head here. The other thing that I need to add as well is, I call it crown, but it's really, this one's really more of a halo. So of course, you know, I did draw this a lot better, but this gets more of like the halo design to it, because this design is supposed to be opposite to the other one, which is the female form basically is more monstrous and demonic-like, right? The male is supposed to be the opposite to it, with being more angelic-like.
And yes, there is going to be lore to why there is a male and female version. And the funny thing is literally Chaos is both creator and destroyer. But the creator version is the monster form, and the destroyer version is the angelic one. It's supposed to be kind of an irony. Because I like irony. Okay, we're gonna kind of start working on the clothes now. So let me go into clothes. They do also have bigger wings in their design. Now, I am gonna make the wings, just like beforehand, removable. Or like, be brought in, because let me just like kind of sketch out how big these wings are. Because if I was to stream a game and use these wings, it would cover a large majority of the screen, basically. Because this is what they look like. So yeah, just imagine trying to stream a game with those wings. Yeah, a majority of the freaking game is gonna be covered up by the wing. Oh gosh. So that's why I will have a toggle again. But also, just so people know, this wingspan technically is double than that of what the male model has. The current one. This is double the wingspan. 'Cause you can see how it comes out here. Yeah, this is a scarier thought. But I do kind of like how it comes down and kind of looks like a cape, like, because this is supposed to be kind of mimicking how the dress of 2.0 billows out like that. It's to mimic it. So this is mimicking that same shape language. So I try and make it so that they kind of can still connect. Because I think what a lot of people do is they literally just make their model from female to male be gender bent, instead of like, you can make your model really unique if you want to. You just gotta think about like how you kind of want to do it and what you want to do, right? So I'm like, you can be able to figure out what you want to do. You just gotta think about it. You just gotta put your mind to the thinking about how it would be different. It's like, if you were a girl, what would you actually wear? So. Now, there is something with this design that I do kind of want to change because
what I have is very simplistic, but I kind of want to zhuzh it up a little bit. But here's the shape of the outfit. So I also realized I literally forgot to put the heart here, which is like so interesting. Oh, there. So funny thing is, this is technically a priest. So if you guys don't know, in the Roman Catholic Church or Catholicism, there's priests, and priests actually have this little collar thing. And I just don't remember what it's called, but it is referencing that because we're going for very more angelic ways, and it's just to kind of reference it. Now, I'm not Catholic anymore. I was raised in the Catholic faith. Fun lore facts with art. I was raised in the Catholic faith. Look at what I'm doing now. Well, I will say Catholicism is I was part of more mainstream Catholicism, so there is some extreme traditionalists within Catholicism, which kind of almost is basically like a cult, but I was part of more mainstream Catholicism. But I will say there is some things even with mainstream Catholicism that kind of feels a little bit but like a cult. But the thing is, the origins of cults, okay, here's the origins of cults, everybody. Cults were literally just religions. Back in the day, we're gonna get an impromptu little lesson here. Impromptu little creepcast lesson for ya. Cults back in the day were literally just religion. Is like, that was your religious sect, right? That's what you believed in. You would have to go through ceremonies and other things in order to become part of the cult. But the cult was a religion. So, for example, back in the day, there was like the cult of Dionysus, which was the religion and people that believed in the god Dionysus. That's why it was called the cult of Dionysus. It was not a cult in the way that we think of it in modern terms, but more of how the modern term for religion is now is what cult used to be in the past. So, fun facts with art and learning about the origins of the term cult. Of course, that term has since changed, so this is not what it means currently, but cults, even still today, in their modern term of cults, still also captures a little bit of that ideology of the religious aspect. Because a lot of cults somehow start with religion and then kind of spur off into something else, right? And some of them still keep the religious aspects or like some parts of it to explain away certain things, but for the most part, it usually is to such an extreme degree that it is not a religion. It is more of, you are now being indoctrinated, you're being manipulated, you're being brainwashed into believing something that something tells you with your intuition, tells you that it's wrong. But that's what everyone's making you believe. If you want to see kind of like some stuff, okay, if you kind of want to see a little bit of how like a cult is, there's plenty of documentaries now that are out there talking about cults and all of that sort of stuff. But if you want to see like just diet, I like to call it diet cults, where you basically kind of can feel how, because of the cult, you can see how they're being indoctrinated and you can see how that's affecting them. The best one, I don't know if anyone remembers the Duggars from TLC. like, you know, what was it, like 8 and counting or something like that, and then they ended up like 14 kids. Yeah, they were part of a cult religion. So you can go and watch them. You can kind of see how their stuff kind of was. The other one that's really new that you can watch, that apparently a lot of ex-Mormons really, really love, is The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. That one's apparently pretty good and literally shows you a little bit of how basically Mormonism is. Now, Mormons do not like to be called Mormons anymore, but they're called the, you know, the followers of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints. They like to use the full term now, but if you want to go and look at that, you can. Also, if you want to learn about cults, I will say though, a lot of the stuff is like interviews. Cults of consciousness, they talk about like escaping cults, and like and other people talk about different cults that they were in. If you want to learn or understand cults from their point of view, really great. Really amazing. The person that runs it actually is an ex-Mormon, so they left the church of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They left that cult. So there's also an extremist Mormonism cult as well that I didn't even know about. I thought that was the mainstream Mormonism cult. Apparently it is not. There is like I would say technically there's like 3 different ones, but there's like, unless I'm wrong. You learn about cults. Congratulations, you're one step smarter. Yeah, I will say though, if there is a lot of stuff that happens in them, I will put this warning. There's a lot of stuff that happens within cults that is very terrible and is definitely sometimes hard to stomach. I'm able to watch them because I have the understanding that this is a terrible thing that people have gone through. And I listen to it with an open mind to understand more about the world. That's how I look at it. So yeah. But again, a lot of the stuff is very, very terrible. So I would just like take a little bit of a grain of salt with most of and sometimes you have to take a little bit of grain of salt with some stuff, but I will also say just like if you are going to watch that stuff or look at it, if you're not in the headspace to look at it and watch it, please don't. Go and watch like funny Minecraft videos. It's pretty daunting sometimes with what is in there. So you kind of have to be a little bit careful of what you're going to go into. All right. But yeah, see, this is stuff that I want to talk about, like when we start doing like our more like individualistic kind of like actually talking about them. I will say though, again, if we are gonna go into cults, like I do want to kind of research into some stuff about different cults that, you know, we could probably look at Mormonism, but I think that there's plenty of things that ex-Mormons have said. But we probably will be looking at like some other more extremist cults that if we do look at those will be videos, because I might need to edit some stuff out because of said things, but also try and put chapters in there and safety warnings, because I know that it's going to be definitely very much more extreme. So I'm gonna have to make those videos. I don't think that we can talk about them live or anything, because it's just those are much more serious topics that I would want to be more serious with and try and hold back the jokes a little bit more, you know?
Speaking of cults, join mine today.
Yeah, George's cult is the only cult that is the greatest cult. We got dental, we got eye insurance, we don't take your money. No, we do take your money, because George will steal your credit card. That is true, though.
George's cult is the only safe cult that I would want to join.
I won't steal your credit card, you will just give it to me.
I don't think that they're gonna give it to you that easily, George. There you go. I was like thinking about like making the belt different. I think I like that it's like gonna be like a little creature. I think it fits a little bit more.
So we still have like a much more interesting shape down here. Because that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I don't know if I want to put like this stuff over top anymore. Or if I do. I'm like trying to think about like what else I want to do. But I think the eyes are definitely going to be a...
If the toilet is Halloween themed, is it a spooky dookie?
It's always a spooky dookie. Well, okay, anytime that you poop during that of the season of spooky month, it will always be a spooky dookie. You know, one thing I was always thinking about doing is if I wanted to put like anything on the arms. But then I'm like thinking about it and I'm like, nah. By the way, yes, the boobs will shake. They will be separated to have some physics on them. I don't know if I want to make them do the where you can individually move.
Considering how many demons possess my body, is it a spooky dookie all year round?
I guess you do have a spooky dookie all year round then, George. I mean, yeah, maybe. Huh. I never thought of it like that. You know what? I actually want to get rid of these. Okay, let me explain why I'm getting rid of the eyes. The reason being is because, funny enough, actually, there is another character that I have that actually has their theming be... So their theming is eyes.
The Exorcist, starring George the Frog.
Yeah. The problem is like I already have something. So instead what we're gonna do is make it look like a mouth. Hold up. Hold up, what?
So basically, one has mouth theming, and the other one has more art is. What do you mean art is Big the cat? What do you mean I'm Big the cat? I don't understand. Big the cat and Froggy? I don't know what that is. Am I supposed to know? I feel like I'm missing something like super critical here, man. Are you sending me something? Hold on. It is getting dark in here. Oh, I see why it's getting dark in here. It's because I am going to be ending stream soon. Because I still want to be able to take my dog out for a walk. Yeah, I'm going to have my alarm go off in a second. Here, let me just like, let's, here. Big the... From Sonic? What the heck? Why is my lore so slowly turning into frickin' Sonic lore? I hate this. You guys don't understand how much I hate that. I despise that. That can go die somewhere. I'm sorry. No. Ooh, I think actually this might work better. It's like that. Okay, yeah. Because you're gonna be seeing more like this upper half. So I do want that teeth aesthetic. Which is, again, super interesting that we're still having the teeth aesthetic. It's just like not in the same area of the body.
by the way, I'm gonna show you guys a thing. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys a quick thing. That's gonna be a toggle. But you don't tell anybody this, okay? And no one knows. It's very late into the stream, so only certain people are gonna know this toggle. First off, has anyone watched Sandman? If you have watched Sandman, you know exactly what this toggle is gonna be. So there is I guess...
Considering that Froggy can absorb the power of a god, I'm okay with this.
What the heck? No, you are not absorbing the power of a god. I don't watch it. Okay. There is one character that has, hold on, that instead of having eyeballs, they have teeth in their eyes. We're doing that. Now, the thing is, I'm going to debate on whether or not I want this to be the default or have it be a toggle. I think it would be cool as a default because it echoes the design of it being like a mouth.
You cannot stop me. I will eat a god.
I am a god. You cannot eat me, George. No. No more jokes. I'm done with them. You can make the other jokes, but don't make... I've had it up to here with those jokes. Because Jose used to make a bunch of them sometimes, and I would be like, no more of that. I'm gonna be honest. The teeth eyes are growing on me. I'll debate about it when I start coloring it. But this kind of slaps. Like, I don't think anybody has, like... I know, like, some people have, like, really detailed or unique eyes, but teeth eyes. And I'm an angel that's supposed to be based around teeth and, like, the mouth. You have the problem. No! I do not have the problem! No, it's more of, I would be talking about something and then it happened to be like related to that of consumption or eating. And then Jose would make a vor joke and I'm like, please don't. So that's mainly what it was. It was like people are kind of making, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Is it just me, or does that actually look cool with the teeth? You are you are in us! Oh my gosh. Jose need therapy. I need therapy. You don't... No, we probably both... Honestly, with how both of us are, I do think that both of us need therapy. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I think the teeth eyes do be growing on me, though. Like, just imagine.
I will be your therapist.
Oh, wait, but how am I gonna do it, like, that you can track my eyeballs? It has, like, a white highlight in it that I turned down the opacity on. So it's like an eyeball, but it's not really an eyeball, but it's just so that you know where I'm looking. That could work. That could work. I like this. No, we're 100% making the eyes default be this. Cause like, I think that's gonna be so much cooler. Again, I have to see how it looks with color. Because I might change my mind. I'm still gonna probably keep an eye.
You know, Therapist George sounds like a good and terrible investment. You're gonna have to question your sanity a little bit there. But I will say, like, the reason I think I want to kind of go with this on the face is because, you know, on the mouth of our current model, we already have something creepy, right? With the teeth thing. So I will say that our model is probably, like, the female model is probably a little less creepier than I wanted it to be, but that's
now
okay.
Tell me about your credit card. How does it make you feel?
My credit card gives me happiness because then I can buy shit. That's what my credit card gives me. Slowly but surely finishing off my tea that I literally brewed before stream. But now it is cold as ice, which I don't mind. Okay. I think that's what it needed. It needed the mouth theming. I think this works a lot more. Because it's in the eyes, and then it's broken up, and then it's here, and then it's broken up again, and then it's there. Okay, I kind of like this. Now, I will say, I don't think I was able to put it too much into my 2.0 design for the female, but the female is supposed to be more, showing off the elegance and godly likeness of it, because that's kind of really hard to achieve with the design that I had. But I think this 2.0 for the male also is really good. I will say though, is I don't think I will debut the male model with the female. This one, it's gonna take me more time to really be able to probably rig. So this one is gonna be on the back burner for November. So this will come out next birthday. So not this birthday, next birthday. Oh, speaking about this birthday, the model is coming along. I have a new model that I am debuting. It is coming along. It's coming along swimmingly. So I am so excited. I'm gonna show Jose a little teaser of it later today. And he knows it. He knows what it is. And I showed it to him and he was like, oh my goodness, that's so cool. And so I was like, yeah. So I'm probably going to show it to him and maybe some other people because I think it's really adorable. It's going so well. I just love it. I thought it wasn't going to look good because I had some questions about whether or not it would, and it looks great. So yeah. We may work on this model more, but it depends on how I feel about it. But I will say, I really like this new direction. By the way, let me just actually pull up the, actual model. So here's the sketch that I made. This is the sketch. So this isn't, I knew that this wasn't going to be the completed. This was just like an idea. And now we got this. I'm going to turn this off. And now I got this. I think that this is the beginning of a beautiful new idea. And again, I've never seen anybody have teeth eyes. I think that that's cool. I might actually add this to my 2.0 female as well. I think I might do that. I think that would be cool. I might have that one be a toggle though. So that'll be toggleable. I need to go in and add it then. I'll debate it because I can do that. I've seen teeth eyes, but now on a VTuber. Yeah, I think like, you know, people not on a VTuber. Yeah. I think people just, I think it's the idea because people are looking at your eyes all the time. But then I'm like, no, we could go and expand upon this in just more unique and interesting ways. And I think it's cool because then it gives that little bit of more of an unsettlingness, like demonic vibe to it, but it's an angel. It's not supposed to have demonic things. But then our demon like form with the 2.0 female model, that one gives off more of like an elegant, like goddess feeling, which it shouldn't be because it has like demon horns and like a weird mouth, but it still gives off like beautiful and elegance, and I think that that is just so cool. It makes it different, right? Again, I will probably still draw this with it actually having eyeballs, just in case I don't like the teeth anymore, so I can go back to normal. Angels with horns. There are some angels that do have horns. There are some that actually are kind of just weird looking. Like, you can literally look up, like, biblical angels, and there is a wide variety of descriptions of what angels look like. And for the most part, they look basically like, think of any cherubim has horns. The double. Yeah. Well, the other thing is you have to keep in mind is like, there is a difference between the demonic and the angelic. And the funny thing is that some of the angelic creatures look more demonic, and some of the more demonic creatures look more angelic. And that's what this is also playing into. If I don't know if you noticed, but this is supposed to be destruction, destroys everything, but looks angelic, looks like they would be creating something, but they are the destruction. So that's the other thing. I know two off the top of my head. I forget what the one that is the circles, like it's the ring of eyeballs. I forget what that one is. Is it the seraphim? Is that the seraphim? I thought the seraphim were the 6-winged ones. They have 6 wings. But I do believe that they look more humanoid-ish. They just have 6 wings. I believe Lucifer was one, but I have to double check that. Okay, let me just put this out there. I might have been raised in Catholicism, but I know little to nothing about the Bible. Funny enough, we did not have Bible readings. We were not like told to read the Bible. So most of the time they just kind of like left it up to you if you wanted to read the Bible. So that's like one thing that's different than cults, is like they force you to like literally read, breathe, and understand their doctrine. And like other religions are like, you can read it if you want to. But there are some religions that, like, you know, you kind of need to know it in order to understand it, in order to understand the practices and why you do them. But they're not like ingraining you to like, you need to live by these. It's more of like, you need to read this to understand. Instead of, you need to live by this, and if you don't, you're gonna get cast out, you know? But let me quickly import I'm trying to think. I need to reorganize this entire folder. But if I do, then it might jostle some things. So, hooray, this fix. Good. Good. Okay, so, you know, we have beautiful goddess, kind of like, actually kind of keeping the idea of angelic wings here, by the way, to reference back to these ones, right? And to these ones up here. Yeah. And Surprisingly also keeping the same design for the necklace. It's just that now they have this like more Churchill. Yeah, I really kind of like this because there is going to be like a little bit of a lore video for the 2.0 male model when it comes in. So I can just imagine how the blocking of this is going to be. And just seeing this thing walk out and literally you don't even see eyes, you just see teeth where the eyes should be. Bro. I can just imagine it. But I kind of like the inverse of these two. That they have the teeth thing here on the mouth and then on here. Because the funny thing is there's some other stuff that I'm going in with like kind of symbolisms and themes, but I guess you can understand I'm going very much more into the demonic and the angelic forms with that of religion and Christianity because I'm inspired by that. And then we're also going cryptids and analog horrors because that's kind of gonna be some things that I need to record for. And yes, George is in charge of it. George will be our main star of our... I'm gonna be doing a funny analog horror, and George is gonna be the main star of it, so I'll just tell you that much, that I still need to record. And then... I'm also, so we're putting a good theming together that I think is gonna be really, really great. And I already just like it. But we also are going off of the idea of see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. This is the speak no evil. But I do like with the angelic form that we're going much more with like the teeth. But I just realized something. The teeth motif is actually kind of here on the boobs, and I didn't realize that either. But I also kind of like here that I'm trying to keep the same motif here as well.
In the evil in question.
Yeah. But I do think I like this direction. I might make the halo lower. It depends on how I kind of want to go about it. If I want to keep the same shape like this, but have it go around instead. So it's like a crown that kind of goes down and around instead of it floating here in the front. Because she actually has frontal. But yeah. I think that this is a good direction. Because I didn't want them to be exactly the same. I wanted them to be different. This one scares me more. This one gives me the you know, be not afraid. I might sketch out a thing with saying be not afraid, and then of course chat's probably gonna be like would, and it's like be more afraid. And honestly, you kind of should be, because if this guy is ever seen, the entirety of that reality just does not exist anymore. Like, that's how terrible he is. He literally can erase reality. Any reality, technically. So... because that's what chaos is. As much as chaos can create a reality, it can also destroy it.
You know what? Be afraid. Be very afraid. Atka George Udikt.
No, George cannot. I am not gonna stick him up, George. No. I'm not sticking him up. Shush. But yeah. So I think that that's what it needed. It needed the mouth. Also, technically, the cryptid stuff could still work with this, by the way. So yeah. There is a new setup for the chatting, by the way, the just chatting, because I had to redo it because I was thinking more of different things. And where we are, there's gonna be 2 portals. There's gonna be one portal that's all pretty like, and there's gonna be another portal that's all destructive like. And that one is not to be touched. But there are some things that are gonna happen if you do. If art touches it. So that sounds so weird, but there's things and lore stuff that I would love to tell you, but I kind of want to keep it to myself so that then when it happens. Now I will say, I don't think that I can do it to the high level and degree like, you know, Merryweather or any animation studio. I can't do it to that extreme level of degree, but I can try to do something, and I'll try my best to be able to get it out in the way that it needs to be done. But hopefully I can do some stuff justice, you know? So there is that. But yeah. We may work on him more next week. I don't know, because next week I also kind of start wanting to do more. I actually have a picture that we can work on for next week in case I don't have anything. I do still want to do like a little bit of a Halloween challenge-ish, where basically each week, oh, snooze that thing. Each week we work on like a creepy monster, or not a creepy monster, but remember last time I was like, let's draw like like scary monsters but make them hot. I kind of want to do that again, but I'm like, oh, I should do cryptids, and I'm like, I don't know how I can make the Fresno Nightcrawler hot. I think that's impossible. Challenge impossible. Unless I give him a Squidward face, like handsome Squidward. Could do that. But no, I was thinking of instead, cryptid magical girls. What do you guys think? Cryptid magical girls. Sounds cool, right? I'll make a list and we'll draw them. We'll work on what we can. I think that it would be cool to do that. And the other thing is too, is what I might do is we're gonna work on it like I'm not gonna leave until it's finished, and we'll see how far we get with it. But of course we're gonna start out with the tried and true Mothman, and I will say I will probably have reference and maybe a sketch done. Depends how I feel. And then we're gonna work on coloring it and going through all the process, I guess. I guess we could actually just like go through the process of what it takes to make a character and like the full process of what I think of a character design, and we can talk about that if you want to. I'd rather fight a monster cryptid. Well, I mean, the cryptids are already monsters, so I mean, it's fun to turn them into magical girls though. And I think that's weird, okay? It's creepy, it's weird, it's also cute. I think it'll work. I mean, I already have stuff in that department, it looks like already. And you still need to fight Squid? What do you mean you need to fight Squid Cthulhu? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask anymore about that. There we go. Alright. I think I'm done. I know Puppers is nagging me somewhere. to go on a walk, and I better go before it gets too dark, because the sun sets at 7 and it is 6:30, so I better be getting out before it gets too late.
Pug said I will punch Cthulhu in his stupid beak, forgetting the octopus don't have beaks.
Yeah, squid don't, but I believe, an octopus does. Oh wait, no. Squid do. Octopus don't. Huh. I thought...
So now Cthulhu has to be a squid.
I mean... It's not really defined if Cthulhu is a squid or not, so... I mean, you can have fun with that. Here, let me... I am going to be drawing tomorrow, but I do have to go to the store first, so I'm going to just move my drawing tablet away. Because I actually am going to be editing stuff probably after stream. Actually, I will say this much. Hold on. I'm going to close my...
Cthulhu is an octopus dragon.
My tracking was gone because I had to put my laptop... I had to move my laptop camera down. Because I just used the camera that comes with the laptop. You know, the built-in camera. And I just kind of used that. Snooze them ads. Because we're going to be raiding. I'm going to try and find somebody to raid really quick. Cthulhu's octopus dragon. Yes, he is now, I guess. Oh, let's go find somebody. Actually... I'm gonna... Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna look at, like... I want to look more over in the recommended area now. Because I kind of want to raid some, like, newer people. And there are 2... Oh. Oh, who it? Oh, it's this guy! I've seen him before. I love his art. Wait, I just realized something. We have our choices, a furry or a furry. Okay. No, oh my gosh, I love this guy's art. Okay, we're gonna go raid him. This guy draws like a lot of like really cute art. So, and also I just really really like his model too. But he does do a lot of like really cute, adorable art. You've probably seen, I've seen him all over my Twitter feed because I still haven't followed him, which is so dumb that I haven't followed him on Twitter. But he does draw a lot of like really cute little guys. His art style is very, very more of along the kawaii cute stuff, like kawaii. I do never make me say that again. But anyways, I should probably get this raid started before it tells me to that I can't stop the ads, and I don't want to raid on ads. Well, I guess then we would be running away from the ads, right? Oh, funny thing, the person I was actually yeah, the other person that I was thinking, oh, this person raided into this guy. Okay. So the person I was going to raid actually raided into this person. So that works actually really well. They led me to a person I've actually wanted to follow for a while, so that's great.
Let's go.
Yeah, let me get this going. Okay, there we go. Raid has been created. I should have checked to make sure that they were English. They are. Thankfully they are. So anyways, we're gonna go read this guy. Mahu Carp. Again, very cute art style. If you really like that kind of stuff, I would recommend that you go and follow them. They do post on Twitter a lot of their speed paints. So that's why I know them, because I keep seeing their speed paints. And I just really like their style. It's very I hope to attest to be this someday with my art style, with more of my cuter art style. I think sometimes I can achieve it, and other times I really can't. And it looks like right now they're just working on a 5. But hey, that's okay. Oh, they use Paint Tool Psi. Yeah. But anyways, without any further ado, I'm gonna be working on the Mail 2.0 offline and working on some stuff, and I'll post up some things. But next week, okay? Next week, we're doing art on Friday, and we're gonna be probably doing starting to do the magical girls, the cryptid magical girls, and then Saturday is Stardew, and Sunday is Phasmo. So I'll see you guys there for the community Phasmo. Without any further ado, as I always say, may the winds guide you. Until next time, goodbye, everybody.